What's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. The trend has recently been shifting with this series. We haven't been seeing nearly as many weapon mods as we were over the past few weeks. I'd say for a good 5 or 6 episodes in a row, we only saw weapon mods, 5 weapon mods every single episode, but now that trend again is definitely shifting towards just some other mods. Perhaps some people are just growing a little bit tired of weapon mods or just want to expand into other things. Regardless, it's really awesome to see things get a little bit more filled out. Some of the lesser filled categories are now being filled up with some pretty cool and quality mods. With that being said, if you guys do enjoy the series, I encourage you to consider subscribing, but again, let's just jump right into it. So the first mod I do want to show you is another update to the Bozar. This is a weapon that is already released, but the mod author Scale has been working on a number of different texture updates and just some various things to improve the weapon even a little bit further. The Bozar did originally appear in Fallout 2. It's actually kind of an interesting gun. It's a fully automatic LMG, even though it kind of looks like a sniper rifle. It has a relatively small magazine, but it is intended to be a fully automatic 5.56 LMG. It looks like he's going to be adding some Minuteman themed textures into the weapon going forward. I know he's added a few other factions in the past, and it's really cool to kind of flesh it out, include all the factions in Fallout 4, and then maybe even some in previous Fallout games. So then we do have another update to unique NPCs. I've showed you guys this mod a few times now, and I keep talking about how this is one of my most anticipated mods. What this aims to do is change the way NPCs do appear in Fallout 4. Put simply, it wants to increase the variation from one NPC to another. Right now, a lot of the different NPCs do look very similar. Obviously, they have some different hair colors and faces, but this is going to take it to a further level, changing the height, weight, the facial features, the hair color, and just different hair options. As well as we can see pretty clearly in this particular set of images, it's also going to add in a bunch of scarring and different tattoos to some of these NPCs. The goal behind this one being that every time you encounter an NPC after installing the mod, it's going to feel a little bit more special and unique. They're going to stand out to you a little bit more than in vanilla Fallout 4. And again, this is one I'm really excited for. Hopefully you guys are as well. Then we do have the alien Atomizer. This is one of the weapons that did appear in Fallout 3's DLC Mothership Zeta. This is going to be part of the larger mod Wasteland Overhaul. I actually have a standalone video on that mod coming out very shortly. What it's planning to do is add in a ton of content from old Fallout games and really overhaul and change the Fallout 4 world with that content. Again, as you can see, we do have this new weapon that's actually kind of an old weapon. Personally, I really enjoyed the Mothership Zeta DLC. It got a little repetitive after playing it once or twice, but regardless, I think it was a ton of fun the first time, and I especially liked how you got so many cool and unique weapons from that experience. It really felt like you had something that you could take away and take back with you to the main Fallout 3 universe, this being one of the most abundant weapons through that DLC. Obviously, we all probably know it if you played through Fallout 3. It's a cool weapon in its own right, and on top of that, the nostalgia effect that it will invariably bring definitely makes it a great addition to Fallout 4. So then we do have a very cool and very unique weapon, the Mateba Unica. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It is an Italian name. Regardless, as you can see, this looks like a pretty unique weapon. It definitely stands out from a lot of other revolvers you've seen in the past. This is not something from sci-fi or just some other video game. It actually is a real-life revolver. It just looks pretty cool, which actually makes it a great fit for the Fallout 4 universe. What this is an auto revolver. In that sense, it is a fully semi-automatic revolver. So after firing once, rather than having to cock it back a second time, like with many revolvers, it will cock it back on its own using recoil. The reason this one looks so futuristic and different is, as you can see, the barrel is more in the middle of the gun rather than at the top like they normally are. Think of other revolvers, and the barrel normally goes all the way to the tippy top of the gun, with there only being a ½ inch or a ¼ inch between the top of the barrel and the top of the gun. This one obviously having a bit more space, it does make it look a little bit more unique and different. The reason for this difference is this actually distributes the recoil in a different way and makes it a little bit easier on the user. Obviously, revolvers are known for having some pretty heavy kickback. At the end of the day, this is a pretty cool and unique weapon. Obviously, there's a pretty cool kind of story behind it. I'm not sure how that'll be integrated into Fallout 4. It kind of has a sci-fi look to it, and obviously Fallout 4 has a lot of underlying themes in sci-fi, so I definitely think it'll fit well into the game, and this is one I'm particularly excited for. So we do have the new DC Guards armor for the Great Green Jewel. What this is a update for an existing mod called the Great Green Jewel, which is actually an overhaul of Diamond City. I did cover that in the past. More or less what this update is going to do is change the guard outfits for a lot of the DC Guards. Right now, they're kind of not notable. They're a little bit thematically fun in the sense that they look like a baseball catcher's uniform, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, they don't seem all too practical in the sense that if there was an actual attack, they probably wouldn't resist against all that much. Regardless, as you can see, as part of the great green jewel in overhauling the rest of Diamond City, one of their efforts is going to be overhauling the guards, and in this case, the armor that they do wear. These screenshots personally get me very excited for the armor. I think it's looking pretty promising and something I would want to use on my character personally, which is not something I could say about the existing armor for Diamond City guards. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below which of these was your favorite mod. I'm not really sure, either the Mateba Unica or this new DC guard armor. Both of them I think look really promising and are really cool and just kind of a little bit different mods. Again, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. I do hope to see you guys all next time. Later.